Okay, for people that can't hear, can you hear or no?
I can now. I just had to fix it.
Okay, Lisa, when you're looking at the bottom, there's a microphone, the hand, there is the bubble thing. Swipe up,
Yeah.
click change audio output,
Yeah.
and put speaker.
I did. I already did.
Okay, I just want to make sure you got that up there.
Yeah, no, I did it.
Anybody else that is having a hard time listening, there's going to be 3 dots in the top right. You're going to click voice settings. Okay? Your volume should be up for the output. Your soundboard volume up. My noise suppression is at standard. Echo cancellation, automatic gain control. I mean, everything's clicked. I don't know if anybody has that. If anyone knows what I'm talking about. I can't
What?
share my screen to show it.
What's happening? They can't hear us?
Just a lot of people are having a hard time being able to hear, and they just need to go into the 3 dots in the top right, and they have to play with their voice settings. Do you see it? Does anybody see it? Okay, everyone can hear perfectly.
Okay. I mean, how do you start this? We didn't get to, I don't know, just start letting people up. That's.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
look.
here we go. Oh, Riffraff isn't in, so you want to let people in? I gotta go invite Riffraff real quick. I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
What up, Lisa?
Hey, what's up?
I know I smoked your boots the other day. I know I came for you hard, all right?
Yes.
I'm in peace today a little bit. Now listen, chat, don't come for me because I fuck back. So don't come for me, chat, all right? I do, look, I still lightweight think you're a piece of shit, but check this out.
Okay.
I do believe if anybody could have a fucking crazy story arc, it could be you, right? You could have the gnarliest story arc of all time. And I just want to throw this out there for chat. It's just food for thought. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to sway nobody's decisions or their scope on you, but it's been 3 days. I haven't seen you whining, haven't seen you slobbering, ain't seen you ask for nothing in 3 days. It's just food for thought. So, like, maybe just for some of the haters, you know what I mean? It's a start. That's all I'm saying. It's a start. And if, I don't know, man. I try to be optimistic because I've trolled you a little bit and I've definitely hated on you. And I might still continue to a little bit. But I believe that this could maybe be, it could be the beginning of your story. Hey, if you don't mind me asking real quick, how many milligrams are you on?
I'm on 80 at this point.
Okay, cool. So check this out. I think I was up to like at 120 at one point or 110 maybe or something like that.
120, yeah.
Okay. So I've been at a low dose I'm a bigger dude. I've been at a low dose for years, a long fucking time. And I just want to say, man, I've lived my whole life on methadone. You know what I mean? I have a beautiful family and credit cards and cars and houses and nice things. Like I have shit. And I totally, I see a lot of people kind of saying you can't get right until you, and I think everybody's path is different, but I'm just saying, I think if you could buckle down and work a program and not do any of your other DOCs that, you know what I'm saying? That I don't think getting off methadone is probably right at all for you for right now.
Methadone worked for me for 8 years. I was clean other than methadone. I did nothing else but my dose and like straight. And it worked, but
that's what I'm saying. I don't think getting off methadone is even, I don't think it's a viable option for you for, the current time being. I'm not saying eventually, I'm saying you can't work towards that. But anyways, man, I just wanted to pop in and it's just food for thought, man. 3 days. This could be the beginning of your story arc, man. I have to be, for karma's sake, I want to be optimistic because I don't want to be the dude that's just negative and shits on you, and then you start doing better and I still shit on you, okay? So,
actions speak louder than words, right?
yeah, man. Have a blessed day, all right, Lisa?
All right, thank you.
All right.
Bye.
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 Am I allowed to speak now?
Yes, ma'am.
I got a barking dog. Hold on. Stop. Lisa, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I've been following you for a little bit. I'm fairly new, and then I kind of went down the rabbit hole. And I'm not going to yell or scream at you. I'm in recovery. I've been in recovery for 9 years. My addiction started from a
Congratulations
prescription.
on that. That's hard to do. Congratulations.
It's not like a straight 9 years. There were a few relapses and some downfalls, but I got
Yeah,
through
but
them.
you bounce back. You bounce back from the relapses, which is all that
Right.
counts, right?
Yes, and I just have some questions because I'm not going to glorify the behavior. You know what you've done, so we're not going to even address that. What I'm going to say is, and trust me, I've done worse. I've done bad things too. So they just didn't have these types of apps when I was active. So if I probably would have did the same thing. I'm not judging you on that. Well, I have questions though. My addiction started through pain management. I got addicted to my prescription. The prescription wasn't enough, so I hit the streets. I was also prescribed at the time because I not only have a chronic pain condition, I have generalized anxiety disorder. I don't want to get emotional. I get very emotional talking about this. At the time, and we're going back 9 years before the whole opioid epidemic, DEA, CDC bullshit. At the time, it was just being introduced where you could no longer receive a prescription for opioids and also Klonopin or Xanax, a benzo. So my pain management doctor said you have to make a choice between the two. Which one do you want to give up? And I gave up the Klonopin, of course, because my pain was out of control, or so I thought. So I'm confused with how is it that you're able to remain on a maintenance program and also receive a I know you get prescribed to your family practice or your doctor, your actual practitioner. How are they not communicating? How are they not saying
They
you can't be
do.
on?
They do
And
communicate. There's a coordination of care that's been
yeah,
signed up. They both know about each other, speak to each other, and coordinate that way.
yeah, because I was confused because I'm like, why would I know that she would have to sign a contract with the clinic because they make you, agree to the terms and the rules, and they, I'm sure they pop you at urines and stuff like that. And then I know with the family practitioner, I don't think they make you sign a contract with that, but I know that they follow your prescribing pattern and they're able to see like NARC scores and follow like your, because everything's reported now. It's all electronic. So I was confused how you were able to receive both of them and your clinic doesn't want like your clinic doesn't threaten to cut you off for receiving that script.
No, there's a nice bit of people that, if they need to be either prescribed, something like that plus, their methadone or whatnot.
I feel like I've been gaslit by the medical community for so long. They think that my anxiety disorder is magically made up, because I go into panic attacks and I've had 2 heart attacks over it. And I just literally just don't understand. And then even when I went into recovery and tapered off of, and I used Suboxone to taper off my opioids. I was never on methadone at all. I never had to deal with that. And at the time with Suboxone, they gave me a script for it, told me how much to take, and then they just weaned me down. I never had to go in every day or once a week and bring back the wrappers and all that jazz they do now. And also, and I don't want to keep going on. I just have so many questions in your process because I know that your drug of choice at this point is crack cocaine. You had said that, and you're also on methadone, and they make you come in daily because your Klonopin script and all of that. Methadone, to my understanding, is an opioid blocker and it prevents opioid withdrawal, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, it does.
So when you went on to maintenance, you were using heroin, right?
Yes,
And how long have you been off heroin? I'm just curious.
about 19, 20 years.
And they still have you on the methadone?
Yes, because once you put somebody on methadone, that's a whole different
Yeah, yeah, I
ball.
understand that too. And they've never tried to taper you off in any way?
No, they don't force you to taper. You
Yeah,
can, it's up to the patient
the
if
patient.
you're
Yeah, because
doing
I
what
had to
you do.
I had to tell my clinic I no longer want to be on this dosage of Suboxone, and that's why they weaned me down. I probably would still be on it to this day if I didn't do that myself.
I mean, there's
Um,
people I've met that have been on methadone 50 years and they say, they're older. I go, I'm not getting off. Why?
yeah,
I mean, that's not my attitude as of right now, but it
I
was like,
yeah.
for a while. But yeah,
I was just curious because I don't I know that you're not going through withdrawal because you're not using an opioid and you're on maintenance, and I'm sure the maintenance program does, the methadone does help you with certain things even with not using the crack cocaine, but I to my understanding I've never used any other drug other than opioids. I never went to heroin. I blew $30,000 of our savings. My husband was going to walk out on me, and that's when I decided to get clean, and stop. And he threatened to take my children, and that's when I woke up and said enough is enough. But I also, and I just only want to say this, and then I'll be done. I'm not going to yell at you or scream at you or chastise you because I understand the behaviors of addiction, and I understand what people do out of desperation. Being addicted is a horrible, horrible disease. And I don't care what anybody says, it is a disease. Um, yes, there is a choice that addicts make to continue. There's a choice to even start. I understand that, but it still is a disease. And you know as well as I know, you've said this, so I just want to reiterate what you've already said. If you don't get control of the mental health and the hurt and the trauma that you have experienced in your life, so you know what I'm talking about, the
I
loss of
hate
your.
to cut it off and stuff. We just kind of have to start wrapping it up.
I
Sorry.
understand that, Kim, but let me tell you, I think you're the most toxic person to Lisa. I
I
really
know. Just
do.
because I'm telling you to shut the fuck up, I'm
No, it's
toxic.
not.
But
And I'll
let
tell
me
you
just
what, you're
like
a horrible,
shut up and
horrible
get
friend.
off the stage. Thank you. Next.
Hey, so I'm not going to go on like 20-minute story about how I sucked dick in the 90s for heroin or something, but I have a
thank,
serious question for
thank
you,
you,
Lisa.
thank you. No disrespect to friends.
Um, yeah. Okay. So I have a serious question for you. You see Abby, joining the chat in Discord and talking about how your behavior has made them feel. Do you ever feel bad for your kids and what you've done and your behavior has done to them?
Oh, absolutely, of course, absolutely, 110%.
If you feel bad, then why has this continued?
It's continued because I don't like them, right? I don't like them. I just pop them out. And, Cole, even though he worked for 10 hours a day, was the one that took care of them and kept them alive. They'd kind of, go to the fridge, get their own bottle, shit like that. I'd be sleeping. I mean, I don't know. I guess I hate them, right?
That's very, very unfortunate to hear.
Hi, can I
Did she
speak?
just drop? She just dropped.
Yep.
May I speak?
My phone will be ringing in a second.
Okay.
Oop. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make her drop, Cam.
Okay. I'm back. If you can hear me, Kim.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, good.
Sorry, can I say something and I'm going to drop?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm from Scotland in the UK, so if you don't understand me and I'm speaking too fast, just say and I'll slow down.
Okay.
So, Lisa, I've been watching you for quite a while, and I've actually helped you in the past as well, when Jace was there and Abby was there. And
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I've laughed with you, I've cried with you, and it's just, it's got to a point now. I'm not going to get on at you, honey. I'm really not, right? It's just, only you can change your life and only you can want to change your life. Now, I've done some shitty things in my past, right? I'm not even going to say it because it's not even my story. But anyway, I got these words said to me and these words stuck with me. And I'm hoping that if I say these to you, that it might just help you a wee bit. And it's every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. And I'm just hoping that you get the help that you need, Lisa, and you can turn your life around. And your comeback story can be absolutely amazing. To think, I mean, let's be honest, you can't get any lower. You've lost everything, and you can only build that back up yourself now, and only you can make it better
I
and make
agree.
it better for yourself.
I agree, and I appreciate the well wishes and everything, and I agree. It can get lower, but I'm not gonna let it get any lower. So
No, and like I said, only you now, only you can come back for this, and only you can want to do this for yourself, nobody else, for yourself. Because doing it for other people is not going to work. You're going to hate to do it for yourself. And that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
I'm not sure
How
who
do
was
I get
next.
off of here? Sorry, how do I get off of here?
Yeah, I love your accent too, by the way. Have a good day. I'm okay. We're just gonna do this one because I muted her. I'm gonna unmute her so she can talk. The for you to end the envy.
For you, Kim. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Lisa, this is not for you. Kim, I'm not going to yell or scream or holler, but what I want to say is I had a Kim too. I had a person who was, I thought my ride or die and helped me, or so I thought helping me through my process and my recovery. And what I learned, and this is for the both of you. The dyna- what? What I learned is at the end of it, when I went through and I was finally off everything, the only thing that her and I had in common was our addiction and our toxic codependency of what we were doing to score, to cop. And we had nothing else. We had a lot in common. We had a lot of commonalities. We had a lot of things that we went through together and shared because we were both very much addicted and both in recovery. It's been 7 years since I spoke to her. And I spoke to her briefly for about 3 minutes on a Facebook thing that she was on because she had lost her father. And the best thing that happened for my recovery was separating myself from her. So I say to the both of you that right now, I know you think that the dynamic you have is working or will work, but I assure both of you at the end of this, the best thing that you could do for your recovery is to separate yourselves. And that's all I want to say. Lisa, I wish you the best. I do. I pray for you, and I have. I have been. So I'm done. You can drop me down now.
Can I speak?
I have no idea what order it's in.
It's fine. You can just go because you're already unmuted.
Okay.
Oh,
So I just have two quick questions. And again, I'll reiterate, I'm actually going to piggyback off of the girl that just went. So Lisa, this is a question for you, but Kim, this kind of also can kind of maybe resonate with you as well. My question is, what would it take, Lisa, for you to separate from Kim? Because when you're trying to better yourself, if you want to be an artist, you're going to surround yourself with other artists. If you want to be a singer, you're going to surround yourself with those type of people. That's what you need to do. Connecting yourself with Kim is like asking a fish to climb a tree. I'm sorry, Kim, but it's just the way it is. So, Lisa, what would it take for you to separate from Kim?
Sorry, I'm multitasking. Lisa, did you answer or are you answering? It's okay. You can say whatever you want. Are you talking? Because I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you there.
You're not muted. You're not server muted. Maybe drop and then come back up. Are you just not on your phone? Oh, okay, she dropped. Just give her a second to come back up. Maybe her mic was off with something. I don't know.
Okay.
There we go. If you just remember to fix your thing, swipe
Can
up.
you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Well, I was answering, and what happened the other day, Kim, just happened again with the mute. Okay. But can you still hear me? Can you
Yeah.
guys still? Okay. Um, what I answered and what I said it would be probably more broken trust would do it. It would have nothing to do with drugs, honestly. It would be more broken trust would probably be what would make me separate for good. Um, Kim has never smoked crack a day in her life. And, she's been clean for a couple months, but what, her rug was and, what mine is two totally separate, beasts. So, like, we don't sit there and talk honestly anything about, like, and we're in two different states too, right? So, she don't say, well, I copped off of so and so. Like, we don't talk about that, thankfully. And so I don't think anything like that would do it, but it would be like, like more broken trust or something like the phone calls. I was almost there, right? But something like that would do it for me,
Gotcha. And then I have one other question. Oh my gosh, sorry, my daughter just walked in the room. So can you go please? So there was the separating from Kim, and the second thing is just as the other day you were talking about being on, and I'm not gonna lie, I still get a very strong suspicion that there's something more to this answering question thing on Discord every day. But my question is, you said, I kind of feel like you do owe people an explanation, those who may have sent you money in the past. So I kind of feel that Kim says you don't, but
I
I kind
agree.
of feel that you do.
I
But on the
agree.
second hand, if you wanted to drop the internet, you absolutely could. And I get it. You're thinking, oh, people are going to track me down, this and that. Listen, it happens every fucking day. People don't give a shit. As soon as they'll get interested for a couple days, have someone else report for you, hey, she's taking time off, she's done with the internet. They'll move on to the next thing. So
No, you're right. If I wrote it out, it would absolutely go away. I just never had enough clean time to actually accomplish that.
yeah. Yeah, I think it would be a really good idea, but obviously that's your decision. But that's all I had. Thank you. Sorry, I think my minutes are up.
No, thank you.
Yep, bye.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Can I go ahead and speak or do I need to wait?
No, go ahead.
Okay. I talked to you last night, Lisa, and I thought you were going to go to rehab today and you didn't. Do you know when you think you'll go to rehab? Obviously, you're not ready. So,
No. Question though. Why did people think I was going today? I never said I was going anywhere
well,
today.
'cause it sounded like the way you were talking last night that you had a ride in the morning and that you were going to go, and then you were going to email that Cindy or whatever last night.
I did.
To get more information about going today to rehab, and
Yes.
so you keep talking about rehab, and then
Mhm.
you don't go, and then you talk about rehab again, and you don't go. Obviously, you're not ready, you know. And I mean, I want to support you, but hearing that you're going to go to rehab and then you don't go, and then you talk about it again and you don't go, makes me feel like you're not going to go. And Lisa, I don't want you to die. You know how devastated your kids would be without their mother? Even though they don't live with you in that, they still love you, Lisa.
No, I know they do, and I love them very much, and I
And
totally respect that, you know, the way that you're thinking, and I understand completely why everybody's thinking, you know, what they're thinking on both sides.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I
mean,
really,
I know. I don't want your kids to not have any parents. I mean, they already lost their dad from an overdose, and it just really be sad if they lost you, because I really feel like when you go to rehab and all this, that you can get that relationship back. Yes, it's going to be a lot of work, but I've seen people in addiction, um, work with family and stuff like that, and they've got that trust back and everything, and it can happen. You just need to want it.
yeah,
I don't want to sign in online and hear something that
bad happened, really bad.
found your body somewhere or something. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Just,
Yes.
I just, I'm really here to root you on for rehab, and I just really want you to be there for your kids. I know Jace is young, but you can get
Yeah.
that relationship going. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right. And speaking to him the other night, actually made me feel a lot more hopeful. The way he reacted,
Oh,
was
that's good.
happy. It really did.
That's good.
If I had
That's good.
any reservations about going Halloween night between both my kids, pushed me over the finish line. So,
Okay, well, I don't know how to drop out, so if you can drop me out, but good luck to you, Lisa, sweetie.
thank you. And thank you for being respectful. And I totally appreciate the way you're thinking. I really do. All
You're so welcome.
right. Have a good rest of your weekend. I mean, I can't get mad at it. You know, people not believing me. I don't get mad. I mean, it gets frustrating when you know you're telling the truth, but I can't get mad at it. You know, I just can't. Oh, I'm not muted. Shit. I thought.
Okay, I want to hear from Ritsu because I like the vibe. I like the vibe.
Hopefully you can hear me. I'm driving through somewhere like the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we.
You can hear me? Great. So I had a question that occurred to me last night after you got off. In one of the leaked calls, you guys, I think Lisa, you were at like your dealer's house or like with your dealer, and he was like encouraging you to go to rehab. Do you remember what I'm talking about? And I think he gave you some stuff then, but was kind of like, I don't want to see you again. You need to go. And I think Kim even was on the phone, and I think she said something like, bye, like call us when you get there, like we're so proud of you, da 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 da. And I'm wondering kind of like, first of all, I was just like floored by that whole conversation
Yeah,
because
Diesel.
I think,
Not to interrupt you, but Diesel is
sure.
Diesel's a very good guy. He, not saying he does anything like dealing, but if he did,
I
he
second
is
that.
he's a good guy. He got shot and is half paralyzed. He doesn't want anybody to feel sorry for him. He doesn't want anybody to help him. He takes care of his mother who's terminally ill. He and he's a great guy. He has a good heart, as you heard on the thing. Diesel is probably the reason I'm still alive. He looked out for me where we lived. He would do little things like text and say, hey, go out the back door because there's like 100 people sitting out front. He knew I had nobody to look out for me up there, and it was like a big brother relation. He would really be like, go take a shower, you stink. Like that, we were that close, right? But it was always just brother, sister kind of thing, right? And I just want to throw that in there. He's a very good guy. And not saying he has to do what he has to do, but if anybody had to do that, he has excuses.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, and he's the type where he was telling me his story about getting how he got shot. And I said, oh, I'm so sorry. And he said, don't feel sorry for me. I chose like that life back then. And, you know, so yeah, sorry. I just want to throw that in there.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of answered my question. I was just going to ask kind of like what was going through your head in that moment, thinking like you're a dealer who really has an interest in you
He's had
continuing to
that.
be.
Yeah, he's had that conversation with me 5,000 times. He literally is the one that would say, I don't care about the money. I care about you, and cut me off if he thought things were getting too out of control. He would literally say, I don't care about the money. I got money. I care about you. You know what I mean? He would say that.
It was just one of the more compelling moments, certainly in all of those leaked calls. Like I just remember like my jaw being on the floor, thinking like that a dealer would, you know, talk to their customer in quotes about that way, you know. And I also just want to give him a little credit because I know that she's taken like a lot of heat, and you know, I'm not here to say either of you are perfect or anything like that because that's certainly not the case, and I think you both know that's not the case. But you know, you could hear in Kim's voice, not just on that call, but on other calls, how concerned she was for Lisa. And you were like, please call me. You're going to do great. Please call me when you get there. And I think you really thought that Lisa was going, at least from, you know, my
I
listening
lied
to the
to her.
call.
Yeah, I lied to her, and she absolutely does care. And yeah, you could hear the excitement in her voice. You can just hear it.
Yeah, you definitely could. So again, like Kim knows she's not perfect. Everyone knows they're not perfect, and if everything about their lives were on the internet, there'd be plenty to criticize. Um, but also, Kim, I just have to say, you remind your voice and your mannerisms, and I remember in one of the calls you saying like "hush" to your boyfriend. It reminds me so much of one of my best friends from high school and college. Like just even the way you clear your throat sometimes is so much like her that I literally, if I didn't know where she lived, and you know, I would think that you were her. It's so uncanny. It's crazy. So
What the
anyway,
frog really?
it's like even your laugh, everything about your voice, it just reminds, like I picture her in my head when I hear you on the calls and on here. It's crazy to me. Like just absolutely insane. Like just certain
I love
words
her
you
voice.
use.
I love her voice. Tech the other night said it annoyed her. I love her voice. I think that's what made me take to her in the beginning was like I like her little voice. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's very much like the girl I'm thinking of is little and has that little voice and you know talks to her partner that way and it's just so funny. So anyway,
So
that's all.
if you're mad at her, right, and she gives you that little voice and she's like, I'm sorry, sounding like a little girl, could you like stay mad if you care about her, you know?
No, and the person I'm thinking of would drive me crazy sometimes too. So you know I know exactly what you mean that it's hard to stay mad at someone who you know sounds that way. But anyway, that's all I got, guys. Thank you.
No, we love you.
Thank you.
I don't know. There's like literally no order. I know Ashley's been
I'm
waiting.
still here. I'm still here.
Yeah, I know. So we'll do with Ashley.
Hey Lisa, you got your doses for this weekend, right?
Yes, I have bottled.
So why not go downtown to where Tech said, since you have all that, you have 2 days to figure out your plan. And then if worse comes to worse, you can leave. It's 2 days out of your life. I live in Pittsburgh. I'll pick you up and take you right
Are you
now.
talking about the safe haven thing?
Yes,
You want my honest answer?
sure, of course.
Because like I said last night, you know, I'm not homeless, and if all they're gonna do is keep me there until a bed's ready, um, honestly,
They'll
if
help.
I want to use, you know, they're not gonna force me to stay there, right? So
Right.
actually, if you live in Pittsburgh, then you know downtown, I'm actually closer. to Rhine Street. So that's not gonna, I mean, I don't understand what that's gonna do
But
if
they
there's
have
not
like
a bed ready.
therapists and stuff like that. Like I lost my fiance to an overdose in 2018, so I can feel your pain with losing Cole. And it affects me every day. I'm in therapy. I've been to a psychiatrist. Like that kind of stuff is helpful too, even
Mhm.
for your whole family. My
I
daughter's in
agree.
therapy as well at 8 years old.
No, I agree. One of the things that made Big Cole the way he was, his dad died when he was 12 of a heart attack, and he
Same.
never dealt with it. So when he passed, I was really pushing little Cole getting some, professional help.
My
And
fiance's dad passed as well.
yeah, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, he ended up with Cole's mom and kind of is taking the same path that his dad did. But I was really, really pushing, professional help to deal with that.
So even if you don't go to rehab, why don't you look into that?
For me or the kids?
All of you. There's family counseling. There's a place on Banksville Road called Family Links that you can look into that helps with stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
If you
I can.
need any help, reach out because I don't want to see anything happen to you. And those kids deserve a mother.
No, I appreciate that a lot. And
And
I
I'm
agree.
literally right in the South Hills, so I'm not far at all.
No, you're not. Cole's sister lives out there. His older sister. Beautiful.
So please, like, if you're not going to go to rehab, like, get your life, get some therapy. Like, it helps. It really does.
No, I agree with you. And I am going, but yeah, no, I agree with you. If not A, then B.
That's all. I just want to say, reach out. I'm not far, and I would love to help you in any way get
Okay,
better.
I'll give you a follow.
All right. Have a good one. Good luck with this.
You too. Thank you.
You want to pick because Captive Sparrow's already went, so she just gotta wait a little bit. I know Batty Boo's been waiting, and El Shatador and ICU and
Well,
Cat.
cast tilt's already off, so.
Okay, hold on. Go.
Hi, Lisa. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I was just wondering if you ever watched the old videos that they have out about you when you were so mean to people. Like, do you ever think about apologizing the way you spoke to some people? Because I have a couple addicts in my family, and I've never seen anybody treat people the way that you did a couple of times.
You have addicts in your family and you've never seen them, especially
Yes.
with snap out at somebody?
Not like the way you did. Absolutely not. I mean, that you sometimes, and that's the way you would talk to some people, and then you wouldn't believe that they were like, I get that everybody attacked you, and I get that you were offensive about it, but like the way that you would speak to people that even were trying to help you, and you just said some really mean things to people. And I just never seen anything like that. I mean, I'm sure it does happen, but do you ever think about how you talk to people? Do you feel bad about that?
It's went both ways. Sometimes, yeah, I feel bad, and sometimes, no, I don't, because the things they were saying to me.
Yeah, I get it. Well, I just want to say that I really hope that you get help and you get better for your kids because I feel like you really could be a great mom, and I feel like your kids really do love you, and I'm really rooting for you. So I just can't wait to see your comeback because I think you're gonna have a great comeback story.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Seriously.
Yeah. Good luck to you.
All right. Thank you,
I don't know how
honey.
to I don't know how to get out of here, so just kick me out, please.
Yeah, Kim will kick you.
I'm over here multitasking. El Shatador, you want to go?
Do you want me to start doing something? Like, do you have to let them off mute or what?
No. Only if they come up unmuted, I mute them, just so we don't hear background noise and shit. But no, it's good.
I mean, I've been letting people up and stuff, so just let more. But go ahead. Sorry, I wanted to ask her if she needed help on the back end.
You're fine. I just had a question for
Online,
both
ask
of
a
you.
friend, or if you have the patience,
Can you
make
hear
one
me?
from scratch. 40 grams of my starch.
Somebody is not muted. Who's talking? Ladybug, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just had a quick question for both of you. Is there a reason why we enact the 2-minute rule on people who are like asking like honest and raw questions, but we don't enact the 2-minute rule on people who are like trauma dumping and telling their whole life story on here? Because it just makes it
Honestly,
get clogged up
it's
a lot.
so hard to like it's different with every person. I dead ass like can't. I don't sit here and look at the clock for 2 minutes when I'm trying to go unban people, invite them back in. Then I'm trying to fucking message people on how to listen, and then I'm trying to do this over here, and then disconnect, and then mute, and then add, and then I'm doing so much over here that I'm not keeping 2 minutes. But if I realize they've been talking for 4 minutes straight, then yeah, I try and be like, okay, your time is up. You know, I try and give people more than 2 minutes. I don't know.
Well, and as much as I'd like to hear everybody's, past story and where they're at now, I'm only one person. I can't listen to, I can't listen to everybody's, unfortunately. It's not fair to listen to one and not the other. And, it just, that's why I thought we enacted it.
No, I agree with the 2-minute rule. I was just making sure that we were going to use it for everybody and not just certain people. That was all.
Yeah,
No,
it absolutely should
Start
be.
making sure that I'll start making sure I have a timer on and do the 2 minute rule.
Thank you. I'm not sure how to drop down, but
Oh, okay, so you're done.
yep, that was it.
Okay, sorry, El Shadador, you were cut off. You can go now.
Oh, that was all. I don't know how to drop though, but that
No,
was all.
El Shadador was the one that was just talking, honey.
Oh, I just dropped someone else by mistake, thinking it was the wrong person. My bad.
I'll let them back. It was Ladybug, and she should be going next.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, Ladybug bitch. You can go next. You just have to hit the microphone on the
Got
bottom.
it.
There you go.
Okay. I just want to know why you guys are fucking spending hours on here instead of going to rehab. Both of you need it. You both need it. You both deserve it. Like, this is bullshit. You're playing a game. Like, both of you. Just go together. Go to rehab. Go get help. Get your kids back. Your kids mean everything to you in life. Like, they're the ones who are there for you. This is just bullshit to be sitting here on Discord for hours a fucking day instead of doing something to help yourselves. I don't get it.
I understand. I understand your thought process completely.
So why not go? Like, you've been given opportunity after opportunity, Lisa. It just feels like this is more bullshit to what? To make yourself feel good. Like, oh, look, everybody's like praising me. Bullshit. Get off your fucking ass and do something with your life instead of sitting here playing fucking games. Go together. If you just have to have each other next to each other, go together. You both are druggies. Go. Go get.
Next. Oh, and fuck you, bitch. Next.
Batty Boo, you want to go?
Hey Lisa. Hey Kim, how you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Little miserable,
Hanging
but
in there.
still hanging in there. Still hanging in there.
So you're at like day 4 today. How you feeling?
I'm fine. I just feel a little miserable.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna pass. You just gotta hang in there. My question for today is when you do get clean off of your DOC, what are you gonna do?
When what,
Like,
honey?
when you get clean,
Yes.
what are you gonna do? You got any plans for Lisa?
Yeah. That's what it has to be. because I noticed through this whole thing that if I do stay clean, obviously people do it for, of course, my kids. But if that's the only reason, then when they grow up or they're not around anymore, then this is what happens, right? So yeah, it has to be, I have to care about myself enough to want to do it for myself too, at least somewhat.
Exactly. But my question is when you're clean, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go to school? Are you, gonna get a job? I mean, have you thought that far ahead yet?
I mean, I've vaguely thought about it, and it will probably be, yeah, getting some sort of job.
Good deal. That's awesome. I just want to say thank you so much for letting me come up and ask you questions. And Kim, thanks for taking shit off of everybody for doing it. And I want you to know I understand that you guys are friends, and I'm not anybody to dictate who your friends should be, and nobody else should be dictating who your friends are either. I mean, is it healthy? Probably not, but it's, sometimes it's like that, and things change. Your friendships can grow and they can change too. So don't let people knock you down when you're already down. But you got people out here and we're rooting for you. And I think one day soon you're going to turn the corner. And you too, Kim, you can do it. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'm going to get off of here. Bye.
You too. Have a good. Thank you. Italian Mama, you want to go next? Okay, Lips, you want to go next?
Yeah, I pretty much let everybody up at the same time. Like, so
No, it's
whoever's
better.
off,
I think they actually have to accept it. Like, once we approve it, they have to, like, accept it. But
all right, Italian Mama's off mute, so because I'm
Yeah, I
looking at
finally
the box,
figured.
I
oh,
don't
they're
read
here.
or whatever. I'm looking at the boxes, so constantly.
Hi, Lisa. I've been trying to reach out to you. Um, I've been drawn to you for quite some time now. Um, Honestly, girl, I pray for you. Um, my sister passed away 11 years ago, um, from an overdose, and
I'm
she lived in New York.
very sorry about that.
Thank you. Thank you. She lived in New York and my family was down here in Florida. She left behind 4 babies and it's just devastated my family. And honey, you just got to do it. You got to do it. I'm praying for you. I saw what it did to my parents. I lost a child 17 years ago and I
I'm
saw
Oh my
what it did
God.
to my parents. And honey, you gotta get clean. It's gonna destroy your parents, honey. And
I agree. It would destroy a lot, a lot of people, a bad ripple effect. Absolutely.
absolutely, okay. I adopted a daughter 17 years ago, 5.5 months after my son passed away, from a young mother who had 4 children who was a drug addict. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
She is doing over 10 years in federal prison because of drugs.
Did,
Honey, go get clean.
did you have a question or did you just want to kind of, this is
I
where you're,
just I just want you to get clean, honey, because
no, I appreciate
we
that. I
I
hear,
do care. I do care. I can't help you financially. I'm a single mom with a disability. I just want you to know I'm here if you ever need to talk, and that's
thank,
it.
no, thank you so much. I really appreciate that a lot.
No problem. Kim, you can drop me out. I have no idea how to use this out.
Fucking like her.
Okay, I see you. I think you've been waiting a while.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, Kim. My question, I have a few questions actually. What are you afraid of? Because you have been given a lot of opportunities to go to rehab. What are you afraid of?
I mean, everybody's, I guess, afraid of, what will happen at rehab, how you'll feel, things like that. But I'm no longer afraid to go at all. Actually,
Okay, so why aren't you going?
I am going.
No, but you could have gone today. But is it
Oh no,
because,
couldn't have.
listen, no, but listen. Um, you could have gone today because you were told
Like
that there is a bed.
Right.
up her and says there's a bed available today, but they really actually don't know that she just made a call this morning to do the intake, and
Okay,
like she was required to. That person
right.
actually come up and spoken up and said anything about it yet. I don't know. They
No, no.
could.
Listen,
Okay.
hey, Kimmy, if I wouldn't have made the call and done what I was supposed to do, they'd have been on our ass, the first ones in the boxes, though, right?
Well,
No, yeah.
that's true.
But
That's
I
true.
haven't seen it though.
But and another thing too, if you continue to use, which you said you're clean now for what, 4 days?
Yes, this is the fourth. Yes.
Okay. Um, when you go, I don't know anything about the clinics or methadone or anything like that, but do you not have to get tested? Like do
Yes.
I guess like
Yes,
a
you
pee test
absolutely.
or whatever?
Yes, you
So
absolutely. You get tested.
so when you've gone and you've used, do they not detect that?
Sorry, I know I was on mute. It depends on, if I was using, because it stays in your system 3 to 5 days. I've had cleans, I've had a couple dirties. It just depends, honestly.
So what happens when it's dirty? Like what is the process for that? Do they kick you out? Do they what I don't know. What do they do?
They don't do anything. They talk to you about it and, try to talk to you about why you did it, try to get it to not happen again.
Right.
But no, they don't kick you out.
And another question is, did you call about that bus pass that the people that you were talking to
Yeah,
in front of the clinic?
honestly, no, no, ma'am, I didn't. No,
You should, because
I should.
if it's available and you can get it for free, why not?
Procrastinating, being lazy, thinking more things are important that aren't. Honest
I
to
feel
God.
like so many people say that she can get it for free, and then when you try and call and respond to those emails or to those person, they just stick you around or don't give you a contact number. And then even
Yeah,
when
but
you
you just said that
call the
she never did anything.
Well, yeah, no,
Like she
they're
didn't
talking
call.
about
call the facility and I ask for that specific person's name that has been reaching out to us saying, "Hey, I work here. I'm ready to put my job on the line to give Lisa a chance if she's serious." I ask her name.
that.
They don't know who I'm fucking
No,
talking
no,
about.
no.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
he's
that's not
asking
what I'm
about the
talking
bus
about.
pass, honey.
Yeah.
Bus pass.
But
That's and that she's right. I'm wrong. I'm wrong about that. I promise. I'm wrong. Kim's talking about the people that emailed after my live asking for resources. But
Oh
you,
no,
you're
that wasn't me. That
No,
wasn't
no, I
me.
know. I'm wrong about the bus pass because you can go to Travelers Aid and either get gas cards or bus passes through the insurance pays for it somehow. I'm not sure. Like
Right.
I said, being lazy, not making the call, forgetting about it, procrastinating. I know before you'd either have to bring your clinic ID or like your photo ID so they know, that you're you. I don't even have my expired ID anymore because of that lady. So
Right.
I don't know, but just
So
being
so
lazy.
so
That's it. Don't do it.
what are you going to do? Are you going to try and get your ID back? Like get new ID?
Yeah, that's the same thing. Just being lazy and not, asking my dad and reminding him to take me to go get a fucking ID. That's it. Honestly, it's been like 2 years. 2020.
Right.
It's been that
Oh
long.
wow.
I'm a procrastinator, like big time,
Well,
big time.
well, you got to get your ass in gear.
I know. I know. I'm a
And
procrastinator.
also too, I'm like you don't want somebody to reach out on social media saying, that.
Sorry, it's been 2 minutes. I don't know how else to politely say get down. Because no matter what I say or do, I'm gonna be a cunt. So I'm
Okay.
gonna connect you at 2 minutes, no matter who you are. That's just what I'm gonna do now.
Okay.
Okay, well, I don't think I'm gonna take the whole 2 minutes. I don't really have a question. I just wanted to say something to Lisa. First of all, how are y'all doing today?
Okay. Okay. How are you?
I'm good. I could be better. I just wanted to say that I've been on both sides of addiction. I've loved an addict. I've been an addict. I also lost my younger brother to addiction. I'm not here to trauma dump. I think that your biggest issue, Lisa, is accountability. You have to stop making excuses for not going to rehab, not getting your shit together. You have to go ahead and get rehab over with, because the longer you wait, the longer it's going to take to get clean. It's never too late to turn everything around. I think that you're scared to get clean because then you will have to be accountable for all the shit that you have done, and you will have to feel everything that you're numbing right now.
Yeah,
Your loved
I'm
your loved
absolutely
one. Go ahead.
scared. All that. I'm absolutely scared. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't, but it's to the point where it's outweighing, going is outweighing all of the fear.
Right.
Like
And
it's,
your loved ones will forgive you. They may not ever forget, but they will eventually forgive you. But Lisa, you have to first forgive yourself.
I don't think I'll ever forgive myself for what I've done to them in the past couple months, but maybe down the
You will.
line.
You will. I've been there. Trust me, I've been there. I could tell you some shit, and I'll message you if you want me to. But I've been there, and you will forgive yourself. You will be able to look in the mirror at yourself again. And I know you don't right now. I don't personally know you, but I know you don't look in the mirror. You'll love
I,
yourself again,
I,
and you'll forgive
I
yourself. But that's all I had to say.
thank
And Kim,
you.
I don't need to drop myself either, so you can drop me.
Have
And
a great day. Thank
Hunter's can go next because she's the one that I was supposed to email.
Did you say me, Lisa? I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Um, for those of you that are wondering, yes, I did speak on the phone to Lisa this morning. Yes, we did call a facility this morning, and the reason that they were able to speak to me, no, they did not speak to me personally about a plan or anything like that with her. But the reason that they did allow me on the phone call was because Lisa was on there with me. Um, I have done what I can do. Things are in the process of going forward. So Lisa is not lying. They did tell me this morning that she has called on October 20th, 21st, 24th, 28th, 31st. I want to say those were the dates that they told
Yeah,
me.
it was something like that. He shot off a lot of dates though, starting on the 20th.
He did. And I did not write those down, but you know, things are in the process of moving, guys. I mean, I've done all that I can do. Lisa can, if she wants to, she can tell what the issue is. That's not my place to say, but things are in the process of moving, like I've said.
And can you just say, can you just say, when we talk to him, is there anything else that I personally can do right now to make it happen?
No, ma'am. No, there is not. It is up to the clinics at this point. It is nothing else that Lisa can do or cannot do. She has done everything on her side that she is supposed to do.
That's all I wanted. And literally, this woman I've ghosted 2 other times. She tried to help me get into a facility when I wasn't ready. And she literally got off and said, wow, I actually believe you, after the guy shot off all them dates that I have spoke to other people that are in. I said, do they have notes of actually when I've called? And he said, yes, ma'am. And he said, you've called and he said 20th, 21st, 24th. He's like the 30th 3 times, the 31st, you know what I mean? And she was like, wow.
Yes, he did. And I have no reason to lie about that. So
I don't even you. I don't even Dylan sent you to me when she was trying to help me for the past month find resources. That's how I know you. You've tried one other time. I made a plan with you, ghosted you, and haven't talked to you since last night when you came up here.
yes. And like you said, Villain is the one that put me and you in contact together. Yes.
So I'm sorry if you get hate because I called and that's not what people were expecting. I'm sorry, I really am, but I'm really serious this time. I couldn't just not call you, you know?
Right. And I mean, after I did speak with the gentleman this morning, you know, and people are saying, well, why is a rehab talking to you about her treatment? That's not what they're doing. They never mentioned anything about a treatment plan, the plan of what they will help her with once she gets there. It's just me opening the door and getting her in and using my connections that I have to open the door.
Yeah, they didn't give you any medical information, private information. Yeah, it
No,
was just.
they gave me no medical information about you. They gave me no social number, anything like that. So, but they were able to speak to me because I was on the phone with you.
Yeah, and I'm the one that really spoke to him. I think you interrupted maybe once or twice to say 1 or 2 things, but it was me and him talking, but you were just on there connected us. You know what I mean? And yeah,
Right. You're
that's like
correct.
what happened. They can believe it, not believe it. Really, I don't give a shit. But you know what I mean? It's just is what it is.
Right.
Well, I appreciate you coming up here and verifying like what you guys said this morning. Unfortunately, I don't want to be a cunt or be mean, but it's been more than 2 minutes.
That's fun. That's fun. No, it's fun.
But no, I appreciate you helping Lisa. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Your mom's, you can go.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, Kim. How are you today? I just have 2 questions. One, Lisa, what was your hopes and dreams before addiction started for you?
You mean like when I was a teenager, or?
Yeah, like how everybody grows up and, they have an idea like what they want to do in life, what they want to be in life, what they would love to accomplish, that type of thing.
Honestly, I've always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, a mother. That's what I wanted to be, or a teacher, or a nurse, teacher, or and a mom.
That's awesome. Well, I know going through this is scary, especially, rehab and getting clean. What, we're always afraid of what's on that other side of that door. It is scary. I've been there. I've done it too. It's frightening. It really is. But I know that you can do it. I know that you can do it. I have total faith in you, honey, that you can. And it is scary, but I think you're strong enough and you'll get it done. And just know on the other
Yes,
side of
ma'am.
that door, is your hopes and your dreams. They're still there, honey. They're still there. It just takes a little time, but you can still have that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have to want it. Nobody wants to stop doing drugs, right? But you have to want it more than you don't want it, right? And I
And it's
wasn't
scary.
there, but now I am.
It's scary because you also lose. You also feel like you're losing a best friend. You know, something that has, even though it's bad. You know, this is something that has comforted us. You know, it's numbed us. It's we felt like it's done all this stuff for us, and it's just destroyed us. So it's scary. I get it, but I have total faith in you, honey. I really do.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And that's all I wanted to say. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Okay, just me. Do you want to go?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So my question is I completely understand when you were doing the TikTok lives, the end goal was money to feed your addiction. I'm just really confused. And if Lisa, you can't answer this, maybe you can, Kim. What is the end goal of all of this? If you're not trying to get money and it's not a scam, how is this helping you in any way? Like, what is the point of all of this? I'm just really confused of how this is helping you in any way and what's your end goal with all of this with the Discord, because you could get offline and do all the things and help
I'll
yourself.
answer it as best I
Okay.
can first.
Okay.
Kim likes this Discord. She built it from the ground up. Okay.
But how is it helping you? And I think Kim does
It's
care about you, but how is this helping you in any way? Because that should be the point right now, is
it's
like getting you there.
Why does
it's
there always have to be an end goal
yeah.
for
It's
everything? Why does there always have
That's
to be
life. That's
Kim.
life. But I'm not
Kim.
being rude.
motive?
That's life.
Kim. Hold,
The end goal should be getting
Dude,
it's
getting Lisa help or
Kim.
seeing
Kimmy,
Lisa
hold on.
healthy.
we've been
How
It's
is
doing.
that getting her
We've
there?
been trying to get her help for the last 4 days. We've been making
But do
calls.
you think
yeah.
this is helping her at
It's
all? This
it's
Discord?
keeping.
Maybe it is. Maybe actually getting some. No one ever has a chance to talk to Lisa one on
That's why I'm
one.
asking
So
the
maybe
question. I'm not
listening to
being
you
rude. I'm
guys.
I'm genuinely
I
curious,
fucking
as a lot
forget.
of them are.
I'm just saying that. Why does there always have to be an end goal?
That's
Like,
just
why does
life
there
in
always
general.
have to
None of
be
us
a
do
motive
anything without an
besides
end goal. You're
Lisa?
doing something. There's a point to everything we do.
Can I talk, please? Can I finish my sentence, please, guys? Please. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Listen. She built it from the ground up. Okay.
Mhm.
There is no end goal at all that I know of. Okay. What I'm getting out of it is it's keeping my mind busy because, as you heard that lady, she said, the guy said there's nothing that can be done. So Monday, I have to go back to the clinic and argue with them about paperwork. Okay. But
Okay.
until then, it's keeping my mind busy. And Kim asked me if I would do it, and it's keeping my mind busy. And I did it, and I enjoyed it. So
And I get that,
that's
Lisa. I'm 100% good with that. If it's keeping your mind busy. When
it
I
is.
was in recovery, I was told take your shoestrings out and relace your shoes 20 times if you have to. Fine, just
Like
fine. I get that.
to be
But
a hundred
Kim, like,
percent honest, the first day she asked me, I didn't want to even do it because, but I would never tell her no as much as she's helped me. But then I
right, I
enjoyed
got you.
it, and I don't mind.
And I get where you're coming from, Lisa. But Kim, when you built this from the ground up, what was the goal? That's my question.
There was no goal. It was just to have a Discord. We didn't think honestly that it was going to be as savage as it was, and
Okay.
then started to turn into being savage. That's when I added a thread for me so that people couldn't just go after Lisa, that they could go after me too if they wanted to. Then that's when I started adding threads for all the awareness pages that try and bring her up so that they can also see what it's like to like get bombarded with hate all the time. So at first it really was for like people to be able to support Lisa, not financially, mentally, like just like kind of throw her like, hey, some, because not a lot of people get one-on-ones with Lisa ever.
Right. I get that.
So
I
there's
just
today I
I
would
just
say
don't
And
know if it's and I get it
I
keeps
get
Lisa
everybody
busy.
thinking there's an end game or scam or money at the end because that's
No,
what it's always
I
been.
wasn't even thinking about the
I
scam part. I
respect
was just
that.
curious, like, what is this
No,
healthy for you? And you've admitted you're addicted to the social media and stuff. So maybe at some point, just something to think about. Maybe it's time to step away and just focus on Lisa and not the
yeah,
2 point K or 3 point K, because it seems like that hasn't helped for the last few years. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But yeah, I get everybody thinking there's something coming. There isn't, nothing at all that I know of. And like I said, if I wasn't on here, I'd be on YouTube, bored out of my mind, staring at the phone anyways, watching, YouTube videos, DJ Academics. So
I get that. Maybe that's my point, is maybe you can try to find just something a little more healthier, because regardless of what you're doing in your addiction or how bad you're, I think you can agree that this is not healthy for you for the most part. It hasn't been healthy. It hasn't helped in any way.
well,
The only thing
whether or
social
not,
media has helped with is providing you money to get, you know what I mean? I don't see anything that's positive that has came from this. So I was just curious if you guys seen something positive coming from this that I was missing.
well, whether or not it is for me, like I said, Kim has, probably helped me and saved my life many, many times. And if this makes her happy, and it keeps me busy, then, like I said, the first day I didn't want to do it. I did it. I enjoyed it, so.
Gotcha. All right. I was just curious. Thanks for letting me up. I don't want to take up any more time. Have a good
No,
day. And
thank you.
best, Lisa.
Hopes you can go.
Did you just say me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna actually piggyback off of what she just said, because a few minutes ago we heard Lisa say Kim's lucky I fucking love her or like her or something, which kind of gave me the impression that she really doesn't even want to be here. That's my impression. And
I
Lisa
do.
hasn't done anything online in 4 years that didn't have an end goal. So I can completely understand why people are wondering what you're doing on here for
Me,
3 days in a row.
I can appreciate it.
Because I'm
I
pretty
can.
sure Tech had a bed for you this morning. And did you unblock her from the server after she told you Thursday night she would be there to help?
I don't.
She's unblocked. She's allowed to come in.
Okay, that's good. Because I did hear she had a bed already for you this morning. So I don't know. Have you called her today?
No, but I mean, that's wild. I mean, I didn't hear that.
Well, have you been keeping in touch with her since Thursday night? I know Friday morning you guys spoke for a little while, but what about today?
Yesterday, yeah, I spoke with her for like 45 minutes before I came on here.
Okay. I think you might want to call and see if she actually got that bed.
Yeah, when she came up, I think she said today or Wednesday. I'm not sure what I know I heard today or Wednesday. But yeah, I'll shoot her a text and see if, keep up with it.
Okay. Because I'm just going to say this. I've been listening in yesterday. I spoke to you Thursday night for a little bit. I listened in yesterday for a little bit, and then today. And you're on here a really long time. And half of that time, Kim is answering questions for you. It just seems like she is the puppet master to you lately, telling you what to do, texting you when you're on. You actually admitted that she's texting you while you're speaking on these lives.
No,
So
I shot her a couple texts, but honest to God, nobody makes me do anything I don't want to do. If I didn't want to be on here, I honestly wouldn't come on, and Kim couldn't make me do it.
So why'd you just say she's lucky that you like her?
Because I'm doing it because I like her. But you're making it seem like she's like forcing me or like pulling strings to get me. The first day she talked me into it. Yes, and then I enjoyed it, and I'm back, you know what I mean? But she's not. If I didn't want to be here like a lot, I wouldn't be here.
Okay. And I know she said that she built this platform to support you, but I'm pretty sure that this whole thing was made so people could come over here and talk shit about you. So on
Yeah,
that note,
I
I'm going to just
agree,
say,
and that's fine either way, honestly. I mean, I agree with you on that, but I mean, it's okay. You know what I mean? People are going to do that regardless. And everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's how I feel about it, honestly.
I just think with friends like that, you don't need enemies, Lisa. I think you really need to open your eyes and get somebody that you can truly trust. You know how I feel. She taped you.
She made this platform so people could talk shit about you. She's doing all this for her. It's not for you. You need to find someone like Tech or whoever else you trust to take you and get you through this process. I really hope you see that she's just not as much of a friend as you think she is. And I know you're going to keep defending her, but I please just know there are people out here that don't have alternate ideas for themselves. I just think that Kim has something up her sleeve, and that's why this is all happening. This is not about you. This is about her. She answers for you. Just please open your eyes a little bit. And with that, I'm going to say good luck to you. All right, thank you. And nothing that I know of she has up her sleeve. Nothing. No, the paperwork